Like any athletic motion, foot pressure is really big, helping you do a proper golf swing. We're going to focus on what you can feel in your lead foot that's going to help you start your golf swing correctly. So Nate, we're going to focus on what you do on your lead foot that helps get that golf swing started correctly with some pressure in the lead foot. So let's go ahead and take your address position here. And basically, we're going to try to distinguish for, feeling your pressure more towards your heel or your toe, and where should it be in your lead foot. And we'll talk a little bit about the trail foot as well. Okay, so let's do a good takeaway here. And from down the line perspective, you're going to see on the good takeaway that the shaft doesn't come inside the hands. Okay, now let's do kind of a bad takeaway, and the shaft really rips inside the hands. All right, from a face-on perspective, Nate, on one swing here, I want you to kind of start with your weight on your toe and kind of look what that does. And look at Nate's knee here. See how the knee is just more like turning with his body? And that really takes the shaft. What does it feel like? It really takes the shaft.
I'm just going deep inside.
Deep inside.
Yeah.
Okay? Now let's put the weight more like on the back of your arch. Okay? And that's a very different takeaway motion, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Now notice this is something you can see on the face-on perspective. Let's focus on Nate's knee as he does the weight really starting more on his left toe as opposed to the weight going here. So in other words, the sequence on the takeaway is kind of like toe to heel as opposed to more like arch to toe. So we're going to do the reverse and see what it does with the shaft, right? So start with going more like here on your toe, and you go to the heel, and look at this knee, right? It kind of just turns with his pelvis, and this is the shaft coming really inside. Okay, if I do that again, let's look on the down the line perspective. So that shaft really is easy to come on the inside. Now focus with your weight more towards your ankle, and then moving towards the toe. Now you can see the knee action. We go face on. The knee action, this hip angle right here is very different on that action, and that gives you a great takeaway. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, kind of what's happening in your right foot? We focused on the lead foot here, but what's happening on your right foot? It's really the opposite of that. You start more the toe, and it goes towards the arches, yeah, through the swing.
Yeah.
Right? So here's the easy visual. As you take your setup, if you feel like the weight more like here and here as you start the swing, and then the weight's going here, 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 right?
Mm-hmm.
So the reverse. And now on the downswing, it just reverses that sequence here. So this is something that may help you in your takeaway motion. I know a lot of times when we give lessons, it's really super, super, super common for that shaft to come inside. And we just found understanding where to start the pressure of your feet. I mean,
you got to check that face first, because like if you're not aware of where the bigger parts of your body are directing momentum, and then you're just trying to manipulate with the arms and club head, you're still going to be misfiring from the wrong positions because you haven't loaded properly.
Right.
So let's look at this in full speed on one of Nate's swings. That foot pressure will keep the left knee pointed forwards, and you get external rotation in that lead hip. So this is what it looks like on the backswing. So again, the pressure started on the arch and it's moved towards the toe in this sequence that gives you that lead leg motion for great contact. Now let's look at this swing from the down the line perspective. So again, the pressure starts more on the left arch, moving towards the toe. So it puts the shaft just so the club head is slightly outside the hands instead of coming inside. And that makes it really easy so that you can drop it in the slot, and the club head is now slightly inside the hands as you're coming into release for great contact.
I'd love to help you understand how to do these mechanics better in your golf swing so you can play better golf. We've got a great online swing review program. You send us your video. We'll look at things like how your core rotation works, foot pressure, etc. Give you terrific feedback. There's a 14-day free trial. Click the link in the description and the iCard above.